Hey everyone, so I've been seeing this Fender Tone Master Deluxe Reverb popping up all over guitar forums and YouTube lately, and honestly, it's got a lot of players talking. A lot of folks seem to be curious whether it's really worth the switch from a tube amp, especially with that 2-year warranty included. So I figured I'd dig in and see what all the fuss is about for myself. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the thing that really stands out is how close it gets to the real tube amp experience without the weight or the maintenance. I mean, this thing weighs about 35 pounds, which is way lighter than your typical 50-watt tube combo. I took it to band practice last week, and carrying it in and out of the van was a breeze compared to my old Deluxe Reverb. Plus, no waiting for tubes to warm up or worrying about replacing them every few months. That's a big deal if you're like me and just want to plug in and play without the hassle. The tone is where this amp really shines. Fender used massive digital processing to model the classic Deluxe Reverb sound, and honestly, it's impressively close. I ran it through a few different guitars, my Strat, my Tele, even my Jazz box, and it handled them all beautifully. The cleans are crisp and touch-sensitive, just like you'd expect from a tube amp, and when you dig in, the breakup is smooth and musical. I was playing around with some surf rock licks, and the reverb and tremolo settings just nailed that vintage surf vibe. It's one of those amps where you can dial in a great tone quickly, which is perfect for gigging musicians who don't have time to tweak for hours. Another thing I love is the build quality. The cabinet is made from resonant pine, which gives it a warm, organic tone, and the Jensen N12K neodymium speaker is no joke. It's got plenty of headroom, so even at higher volumes, the tone stays clear and punchy. I took it to a small venue last weekend, and it filled the room without sounding harsh or breaking up too early. The front panel is super intuitive too, knobs for volume, treble, bass, reverb, and tremolo, plus a handy presence control. It's laid out just like the original tube amp, so if you're used to Fender's classic layout, you'll feel right at home. I also appreciate the versatility here. Whether you're playing blues, rock, jazz, or even country, this amp has a setting that works. I tried it with some jazz chords and the clean tone was just gorgeous, no muddiness, even at lower volumes. And if you're into pedal stacking, this thing responds really well to overdrive and boost pedals. I ran my clon through it, and the mid-range really popped without losing clarity. It's a great platform for experimenting with different tones. Now, no amp is perfect, and this one's got a couple of things to keep in mind. The reverb is digital, so it's not quite as lush or organic as a real spring reverb, but it's still really usable, and gets you 90% of the way there. Also, if you're someone who loves the sag and compression of a cranked tube amp, this digital power amp won't give you that exact feel, though it does a pretty convincing job for most playing situations. All in all, if you're looking for a lightweight, reliable, and great-sounding amp that nails the classic Fender tone without the tube hassle, this Tone Master Deluxe Reverb is worth a serious look. It's got that Fender vibe dialed in, and the build quality is top-notch. The 2-year warranty is a nice bonus too, especially if you're investing in something you'll use for years. So if you're curious, check it out, link is below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. For most buyers, the real question is not whether Fender Tone Master Deluxe Reverb Guitar Amplifier, Black, 2-year warranty sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like massive digital processing is used to faithfully modeling the and uses a high-performance 100-watt digital power amp to actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off.